Hey everyone, this is Juan Boulevard Reed, producer of On Time Cooking. Today I'm with Maestro John Pizza. And of course, Bernadette Brown as our commentator today. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Very good. And then Diego Barragán as our fun fact. Diego, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, bien. And also I'm introducing our invited guest, Ringo Johnny. How are you, Johnny?
Doing quite well.
Perfect. And as always, Hailey Schnell today. How are you, Hailey?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. What are you cooking?
Tonight we are going to be making some Italian meatball subs, some beer battered onion rings. So we got a lot to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right away. But
Perfect.
I need your help.
My what?
I need your help.
Why?
I need a sous chef tonight. I got a lot to do, okay?
Okay. What do you need?
So the first thing I need to do is I need to start these meatballs because they do take a little bit longer to make. The first thing that I want to do is combine all my ingredients besides the meat, because you don't want to add your meat right away because it will almost get like stiff. So you want to go ahead and add all your ingredients that you're not going to be using before the meat. Okay.
Perfect. Meatballs.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and add some Parmesan cheese, about a 4th cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some basil and oregano. I'm going to be adding some breadcrumbs. I'm going to be adding 1 shredded onion. Shredded. If you've watched our episodes before, you know that you should always shred your onions if you're putting them in a meat mixture, because that way you don't get big chunks of onion, but you still get that onion taste. Okay, and then we're going to add some fresh garlic.
I don't have that number.
So I'm adding 2 cloves of fresh garlic. These are a little bit bigger cloves. I actually need to cut this one down because it won't fit in the garlic press. But you can use 3 if they're a little bit smaller. Just chop this one in half.
Well, Haley, we're excited to taste this.
I am too. We got some requests for using more red meat because typically I don't cook with red meat, but this is such an easy recipe that you can swap out, use different kinds of meat. I know a lot of people like to use veal in their meatballs,
Right.
but I sometimes will make these with just turkey and I'll bake them.
I think it is on
So it's really easy to kind of switch it up, make it healthier, personalize it. Adding a little bit of salt. You don't want to add too much just because we have that Parmesan cheese in there.
I'm gonna send you
And it is pretty salty. And then I'm going to add some pepper. And then I'm going to add about a 4th cup of marinara sauce. So you can use tomato paste or ketchup, but I like to use the marinara sauce. I'm going to add about a 4th cup. Alright. And what I want to do now is kind of whisk all of these ingredients together before we add in the meat, because we want the meat to stay nice and tender. So we're going to kind of just mix all of this together. Almost be like a paste. Alright. And now I'm going to go ahead and I have some Italian sausage. What I want to do with this is actually take it out of the casing. So you can just take it and break it open. And you just want to take it out of that casing.
What is the purpose of that, Haley?
So this is gonna, usually sausages are gonna have a lot more flavor. They have a little bit higher fat content. So this is just gonna make them a little bit more flavorful and juicy. So I like to do a mix of meatballs. If I'm using turkey, they make the same kind of like turkey sausage. But like I said, you can use different kinds of meat for these. Really easy to personalize. How do you make them, Bernadette? You're Italian.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're talking about you're talking about the veal and the long afternoon of cooking them from scratch with the sauce and everything. But we use veal, a mixture of veal and beef.
All right, so I've got this in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start mixing this all together.
I forgot to welcome you, Johnny. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. That's quite all right. I'm thrilled with the food going on here.
I'm sorry, how rude of me.
You're forgiven this time.
You got roped into that.
You were involved.
Thank you very much.
So we'll forgive you.
So
And you were into the rum earlier, so.
we have a couple of questions for you. We're
I'll do my
working
best to
together
answer them.
to know a little bit more about you, right, Bernadette?
Absolutely. You know what we want to ask about you. You are the owner.
I am
of Code
owner,
Rum.
founder, creator.
That is incredible. So tell me, what made you start this company, this rum company?
Well, there's a lot of rums that I like. There weren't really any that I loved. So I sought out to create a rum that I actually loved and that other people loved as well. And we really reached our goal. We attained our goals with Code Rum. With 5 blends, spice, key lime, mango, cinnamon, and silver.
Wow.
And they're my favorite rums.
So what would you say if someone asked you what would separate your rum from others?
Well, our unique flavor profiles, like I said, the key lime's our biggest seller. The cocktails we make with them, from the mojitos to our signature cocktail, the Bloody Pirate, made with key lime rum instead of vodka. And our fan base, they're incredible. They're incredible fans.
Wow. Where are you out of? Where are you based out of?
Palm Beach County. My distillery is in Riviera Beach. I reside in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And so we're just on the other coast.
That is super.
I walked here.
So I walked here. That's what took him so long.
I worked up an
tonight.
appetite too.
It worked up. So I'm going to ask you how. You already said what your biggest seller was key lime, right? So how can we get our hands on it?
You have to know somebody.
Okay.
It's not just for anyone.
It's not just for anybody.
We just wondered.
Any pirate can lead you in the right direction.
Okay.
We just reached a year and a half on the market. We're in tons of mom and pop stores. We're probably 300 accounts over Florida, including a few select ABC stores and also all the Total Wines throughout Florida.
Wow,
We made it
that's a
into Total
lot.
Wines.
And I've tried a little bit before, and it is so good. I'm not just.
Define a little bit.
I just had a sip. I have to be cooking on camera.
we had the whole bottle.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
among 3
that was
people, we
last
got the whole
time.
bottle.
But I'm
Vida
not-
especially, on camera good.
And I'm not just saying that because he's a
Yeah,
sponsor.
come here, Lita. Let
It's
me show
honestly
the
so
people.
smooth and
It is
so
very
good, and it's really fruity, but it's not like sugary.
Yes.
I was a bartender, so like I know
So you know.
I know my alcohols, and it's really awesome.
I tell
All right.
people all the time, if we sample 100 people and could use one word to describe the rums, 92 of 100 say the word smooth.
Yeah, it was, and we had it on the rocks. Like, good job.
Thank you.
Sounds excellent.
All right, so
We're glad
Vaughn
you're here.
was so kind to help me. He got these meatballs all prepped. So what I'm gonna do is, because for the sake of time, we're gonna be cooking these in this pan right here. We're not gonna be doing it in the oven or cooking it in the sauce. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start picking these up, and we're gonna want to brown these on
Okay, and now I'm leaving. I gotta go to Tampa. What's the weather condition in Tampa?
It's not snowing.
Alright, see you guys. Florida blizzard.
Good job.
I don't really want to crowd the pan with these, so I'm gonna probably do these in about 2. I might do these in 2 batches just because I don't want to crowd the pan.
This is interesting too. And what kind of onions do you use when you're
For the onion rings,
right for the onion rings?
I actually just use the white onions. You can use whatever you want. I just feel like they're I don't know. I like them the best. I've tried it with different kinds, but
I just wondered. I know people, have their favorite kinds of onions, so it doesn't really matter what kind you use them.
I mean it doesn't. No, you can. I mean onions are one of those things too that I feel like are staple in your kitchen. A lot of the stuff that we're using tonight, kind of staples, so they're really easy to kind of whip together last minute.
Perfect.
I hate when people cry over the different onions.
Yes,
nothing to cry about. All
Josh
right.
has a trick for not crying with the onions. You gotta cut them underwater.
So, right.
You must be really good at holding your breath.
If you've tuned into our previous episodes, you've seen my beer batter before. Something super easy. You just want to combine about equal parts of beer and flour. I'm going to add a little bit, about half a teaspoon of baking powder. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. And you want the consistency to be almost like a pancake batter. I'm gonna grab my whisk real quick. Because we made, before we made the beer battered green beans.
Oh, those are
No, but
Those are very good.
I know, people were skeptical,
Very, very
but they
good.
were really, really good. This batter's,
Very good.
like I said, it's like 4 ingredients. It's so easy. And you can use whatever beer you want to use. I don't really drink beer, so I have Blue Moon in my fridge at home. So that's what we're using tonight. But
So you drink it once in a blue moon?
I wouldn't say that.
That's pretty good.
I like my wine. I like my sangria. I like my rum, my margaritas. So I can't say I drink every once in a blue moon. I'm from Wisconsin.
Sensing a pattern here.
I'm not the one with the rum distillery. And actually, did you guys go over the fact that everybody who's watching tonight, you have a chance to win?
Well, we do, and I am going to speak about our owner here of Code Rum, Johnny Ringo. But we actually are going to ask a question. I'm going to let him ask it, because if you answer it correctly, then you must be over the age of 21. Sorry, but you must. If you answer it correctly, chime in. You can actually win one of these special bottles here. So, Johnny, what question do you want to ask?
What question? Okay. Name 2 ingredients are used in the making of rum, in distilling of rum. 2 ingredients.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't actually know what it's made of.
You don't say glass and ice.
Okay, so if anyone knows that answer, and there's a lot of ways to get the correct answer right now nowadays.
But you're not allowed to Google it.
Yeah.
And we can see just like you can see us. So we'll know.
Goes both ways.
Exactly.
Goes both ways. So you can win a bottle of this rum. So thank you for that.
Florida handcrafted.
Florida handcrafted, which is even better. But thank you.
So
You can throw in a meatball too.
I am just giving these meatballs a flip just so they cook evenly. They're kind of awkward to cook, but you just want to make sure you get them nice and brown on all sides. Like I said, there's a million ways to cook these, but tonight we're doing them in the skillet for time's sake. So I've got this batter all set. So what I'm going to start doing in small batches is starting to make these onion rings. I like to use a skewer to kind of pick them up because I think it's the easiest way. So I'm going to lightly dust the onions with a little bit of flour. I'm just going to take a handful at a time and just start putting these in the batter.
We are still waiting for a winner.
Alright, and I'm going to check my oil real quick. A good way to check to see if your oil is ready to deep fry is you just want to drop a little piece of bread in here. I was doing this before. And you want to get that sizzle. So that looks perfect. Ooh, I had a little piece of bread in there before. So I'm going to pull these out.
You definitely do not stick your finger there to test the oil.
No,
I've
don't.
done that.
Don't. Oh my God.
Rookie mistake.
Alright.
Mistake.
So, let me just give these a nice toss through.
It actually, like I say every week, it smells great in the kitchen.
So I'm just going to kind of drop these in there.
Super.
Do you know where the first recipe for onion rings, when that came out?
The first recipe for onion rings.
Yeah.
This could be another winning question. Like, this could be another.
Could be.
Trivia.
Could be a little trivia.
Could be a little trivia.
Maybe I'll hold off on the answer.
Okay. Hold off on the answer with that one. Yeah, we'll wait. But what else can you tell us? Can you tell us anything about meatballs, since that's a main, ingredient here in our meal?
Give some facts about meatballs.
Okay.
Where do you think they came from? Since you're Italian, where do you think
If
meatballs
they
came
did not
from?
come from Italy.
They didn't come from Italy?
No, I don't think they did.
Any other guesses?
Germany?
That's a good.
Germany.
Germany? It actually came from Persia, which is Iran now. it.
That's interesting.
And they made the meat because it was left over from the other meals they made, and they just put it
And they
together.
just put it together.
So now they've got meatballs and runs.
That's one way to look at it.
I never knew. I just knew they didn't come from Italy. That I did not.
That was something.
That I did. I think we have a winner for our code rum. Miss D here. I believe you just want D. I don't know what we can ask you other than we need to know you're over 21.
That would be a good thing to ask, probably.
But congratulations, because you did win a bottle of code rum. And we will get with you, D, and let you know that you can come to VPN Studios and pick it up. Where are you visiting us from, D? Chime in and let us know where you're from.
And what was the answer, anyways? I was curious.
You want to enlighten him?
Enlighten him.
'Cause I was curious myself.
Oh, you didn't know?
He just run the place.
Molasses and sugar cane.
Correct.
Correct. Molasses and sugar cane. That's great. Okay, Dee, let us know where you are visiting us from, and please share this with your friends, please. Our live on-time cooking show. We love it when we have new people come and visit us, but we love it when you return and visit us also. But do share our page.
I thought you might share the rum.
Do share the live
Share the
feed.
rum, share the page.
We love
Also,
it.
rate me. You have to give me a rating.
And
Give me a
that's it.
5-star, yeah.
That's it.
If you like what I'm doing, that
We
is.
got it.
Sharing is
So we are
This is getting a little crispy.
about 1 minute from our halftime mark, by the way, Haley.
Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna keep doing these onion rings because I like to do these in batches so we don't.
Oh, Dee is from Stewart, so she can actually go.
Yes, she can.
Oh, wow.
She
Okay.
could pop and jump for me.
Hey, welcome, Dee. So Johnny will make sure that we get that to you, okay? Welcome from Stewart. Wow.
Where's Stuart?
Yeah, never.
On the other coast.
It's near, well, if you know the store, Vero Beach. It's in between West Palm and Vero Beach.
Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
A little bit north of
please.
Jupiter, Florida.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I know where it is. It's really not too far.
So we're just gonna be doing these in batches over
Okay, we're
here.
at the halfway mark here. I'm gonna let everyone know that we are at the 15-minute mark, halfway mark, which means I think our chef Vaughn might come in.
I had a feeling.
It's my bad music.
No.
Bad guy music. Hi Haley.
Hello, hello.
Those meatballs look really good on presentation.
Oh, do they? I wonder
I
why.
think I'm reading your plan now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, you seducing me into giving you number 5 on presentation, huh?
I might be. I gotta do something to get these 5s coming because I haven't gotten a 5 in any episode.
Oh. So, I like what you're doing. How did you come up with this recipe?
Well, like most of my recipes, they're inspired by my mother because she's an amazing cook. So she always used to make like spaghetti and meatballs, and meatballs are awesome to throw on a sandwich too. So I just kind of incorporated some of my own ingredients, and that's how I came up with this recipe. It's usually a hit, so.
So, how are you
think
gonna
you're gonna
present
love
this dish?
Well, I actually will be doing 2 plates tonight.
2 plates.
Yes, sir. I'm stepping up my plating game.
Am I gonna charge separately for those 2 dishes, or does come with one? It's a la
I would
carte?
probably, you're gonna get a nice heaping side of onion rings.
I like the idea so far.
Yeah, it will be really good. It's hearty, it's red meat. We're taking suggestions, so.
Cool. Have you been talking to Johnny Ringo here?
I have, about his rum. He's got such a cool story. It's
I
really,
know,
it's
I
really
love it.
inspiring.
I love it. When I knew about him, I just wanted to bring him to the show and see what's up, you know?
But let's also give a shout out to our producer,
Oh,
Vaughn Boulevard Reed.
Absolutely.
Also, an awesome story.
one day. Anyway, guys, let's go to a break. Let's put some code RAM information here on the screen. And Música Maestro, Bernadette, you take over with all the sponsor or
Ready to go.
all the other people.
Absolutely.
All right, Haley, do your job. I see you.
All right.
I'm Johnny Ringo, founder and creator of Code Rum. Tonight, my favorite rum is a spice rum. Goes great with meatballs.
While we listen to some great music here, we want to take a moment, first of all, to welcome you all to On Time Cooking, where our goal is to help anyone who is a cook, who isn't a cook even, to get some great tasting meals that are somewhat healthy, and that in 30 minutes. We want to let you know that tonight's show is brought to you by Florida Gulf Coast Pharma Chapter. It's a resource for information professionals. You can visit them online at fgcpharma.org to check for upcoming seminars and meetings. And we still want to acknowledge Code Rum, Johnny Ringo, for stopping by the show today. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And you can visit them online at thecoderum.com for more information. Let's listen to some music. Okay, we are back.
Alrighty,
so
so
here we go.
I just have another batch of onion rings started in this oil. And I still have my meatballs. They're almost cooked through. So I just want to give them a flip at this point. Like I said, oh, some might fall apart a little bit. Just giving these a flip. They're nice and browned. So at this point, what I want to do is I want to add some of the pasta sauce. Now this is just store-bought, so what I want to do is just heat this up for about 5 minutes. I'm putting it in with the oil since the oil is all flavored. So we're going to go ahead and add the marinara sauce.
Now, Haley, you said this came from your mom.
Yes, so I'm going to put that in there and kind of let this sizzle. We want this to just kind of cook down a little bit. But we're still working on these batches of onion rings.
Haley, you just got 5 stars from Robert. He's
Awesome.
visiting us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is that the first one?
That is our first, so
Keep a check there.
that is great. Thank you much. Robert, where are you visiting us from? We always love to know.
Because this dish might get a little bit heavy, just because it's a lot of carbs, I'm going to go ahead and just put together a little side salad just to add some greens to the plate, and while these meatballs just kind of simmer a little bit. So I have some arugula in this dish right here. I'm going to go ahead and add half of a lemon, just some fresh lemon juice.
Haley, what exactly is arugula?
It's like it's more of like a bitter, like green. It has a more of a peppery flavor to it. I love arugula salads because I think they have more flavor than like a spinach or a romaine.
Right.
But I mean, do you cook with arugula?
You know, actually, we put arugula in our wedding soup.
Oh, really?
Growing up in an Italian family, we usually had arugula in it. Yes. Yes.
I love wedding soup.
I do too.
Look at the dog wedding they love.
Yes.
We should have.
Give these a toss over here.
Robert is visiting us from Spring Hill, so welcome, Robert.
Oh, is that a Robert Siani?
Yes.
Oh, Robert. Hi, Robert.
Oh, Johnny says hi, Robert.
Your shirt's on the way.
Okay. Glad you're here visiting. Thank you.
All right. Can I get a time check, por favor?
Oh, you are.
Okay, 8 minutes.
Got about 8 minutes left.
So what I want to do is just add a little bit of salt, a little bit of Parmesan, and pepper. And I'm going to set this aside for a second because what I want to do now is start getting these meatballs onto the sub real quick. I just want to pull this out actually though. Let me grab this. I just want to make sure the meatballs are all the way cooked through. Because if not, I might be doing this real last minute.
Or we're going to be having meatball tartare.
Wouldn't be bad either.
That wouldn't be bad at all.
While she does that real quick, Diego, do you have a question on there we might be able to ask our viewers, and we can actually have a little gift for them if they get it correctly?
Other than the onion ring one?
Other than the onion ring one.
Okay, let's see what else I got here.
See, there's a question maybe on the book. Oh, nobody asked that one.
Yeah. I think we only got the onion ring one left, so.
Let's do the onion ring one.
Alright, again, just to recap, what was the earliest recipe for onion rings put out there?
Earliest recipe?
Earliest recipe.
The year?
The year, that's right.
Okay, here's the question. The earliest year for onion rings, the recipe for onion rings. If you can give us the answer to that, we have a CD from a beautiful artist, and we will have that here for the winner.
Maybe you can use Google for that one.
Music is always good for that one. So, the year for the first recipe for onion rings. Chime up, we want to hear you. And don't forget to rate Haley.
Please.
We're down to about 6 minutes here.
All right,
so
perfect.
doing beautiful.
I'm not gonna do all of them that I had out just for the sake of time. I'm just gonna go ahead and make 4 right away. So I'm just cutting these in half just so they fit on the bun a little bit better. Just because these meatballs were a little bit bigger, you can always size them down if you want to make them fit a little bit better. But this actually, I feel like makes them a little bit easier to cook with. That one's a little uncooked in the middle, so I'm just gonna grab a different one.
That does smell
That-
looks good.
These are, I love these. They're always such a hit.
They are.
See what Vaughn thinks.
We will
He'll
see
probably be a
what Vaughn
hater. Alright,
made it
so
this
then I'm
time.
gonna just take a little bit of this marinara sauce. Just a little bit. You don't want it to be too messy.
thinks. You are down to 5 minutes almost.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be cooking on
so
them.
you're doing good.
Gotta give these onion rings a stir. Kind of sticking together, but that's okay.
Onion rings and meatball subs. Wow.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna grab some cheese. I already have my oven preheated to 350, but I'm probably just gonna turn the broiler on just for the sake of time to get these toasty and melted.
That would give them that crispness, and that would be really good. We have an answer from Noel, 1920s.
Oh,
1920s,
For
I think
that.
a little bit earlier.
Little earlier than that, Noel. Good try. Try again.
It's actually much earlier than I thought.
Yeah, it is. It surprised all of us, but that was a pretty good guess, so I'm glad you're guessing. Don't forget to rate from 1 to 5 our meal preparation here by Haley, our chef.
alright. So I'm gonna turn these down just a little bit. Pull these out. How am I doing on time, Bernadette?
You are at 4 minutes, Miss Haley.
I'm getting down to the
You are down to
end
the
of it. Alright, so I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna put these back in here so they can cook a little bit longer. These back here. Alright.
Wow.
Grab this. I'm just gonna give this a quick toss through. Get my plate ready.
Yes. This is the trick right here, other than the cooking, is that plating, right? JT Kiko says 1802.
1802, he got it.
Oh, congratulations,
Wow,
JT.
More than 200 years old.
I didn't know they had
I'm
onions back
gonna grab
then.
some ketchup as a
JT,
side
you
for
won a
these.
wonderful CD here by a beautiful artist that we have right here, Endless Summer, and she's actually our camera girl sister, so you will love it. So we will have it here at VPN Studios. Where are you visiting us from, JT? Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Grab a little bit of the arugula, and I know that Vaughn has been a fan of the balsamic glaze I introduced with the balsamic.
Yes.
So I just want to give this a little drizzle on the top. Add some green to that plate.
Tampa, wonderful Tampa.
Let me check on
5
these
stars,
over
yeah.
here.
Perfect. It's 2 5s.
Alright, so these are nice and melty, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Grab a... Not about that.
You're at about 2.5 minutes almost.
Alright.
Doing pretty good. Thank you, Noel. 5 stars.
Set
Thank
these
you.
over here.
certified this time.
I hope so. I feel like I deserve it. Alright. I'm just gonna grab one of these from over here and let these kind of cool down a little bit. Add this to my plate. I just want to add a little bit more sauce to this.
Okay, almost that 2-minute warning here.
Alright, awesome. I can
The music is really good tonight too.
I know.
Yeah.
Give it a 5.
Give it a 5.
Alright. Maybe I should do a slice of lemon too, just for a little bit of garnish. I'm gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Flip this toasty bun over. Should I cut it or shouldn't I cut it?
Maybe a diagonal.
Diagonal cut.
Diagonal?
Pretty
There you go,
artistic.
diagonal
Diagonal
cut.
cut.
Johnny and I are on the right. Diagonal cut, yes. You're about 1.5 minutes.
That makes it a little bit easier to eat. I'm gonna do a lemon slice. I gotta redeem myself on some of these plating. I feel like I need something more. He always says put oil or like balsamic. Maybe should
Yeah, I would drizzle a little bit of that on the
Little
white
design
plate.
on it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the white plate. Drizzle a little bit of that on the white plate. You've got a minute. You've got 1 minute. Just do a nice little drizzle.
Draw my logo with this drizzle.
Just go.
I know it just comes up so fast.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Look at
That's beautiful.
I think this is a
Great.
5. Okay, I gotta clean this.
Now you're at about 50. You're about 50 seconds here, so looks great.
Gotta wipe this plate down, get it all nice.
that. I'm definitely giving you 5 stars. So
There you
does that
Thank
count?
you
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much.
We're at 5 5s.
And I just need to salt these. I almost forgot to do that. Just wanna salt these a little bit. I'm gonna salt these over here that I have cooked already.
So you're down to 20 seconds.
What can I add last minute? Any
Let's
suggestions?
see. You don't have any tomatoes or anything like that right here. Do you put a slice of tomato or something on it?
I think it looks pretty good.
You think it looks good?
I think
I
so.
love it.
It's great.
What do the viewers think? I finished a little early, so
You got 5 seconds
5
here,
seconds
so
spare.
you did beautiful.
I didn't think I was gonna finish in time tonight, honestly.
Robert says it looks yummy. Sure does.
Yeah.
Sure does.
We're done.
We got it.
Keep cooking some
I
of
think
these
you
over.
might be coming in.
I think so.
Looks delicious.
It looks so good.
There he is.
Whoa, look at this. You have hidden my meatball that cost you a phone. You should have exposed my meatball. It was a masterpiece.
It's a little personal in here. Yeah.
So, what else we got here?
Okay.
What do you think, Ringo? Originality. What's your originality right here?
Mine, I'm Italian and English, so I've already given it 5 stars.
That's it.
Thank you so
He's
much.
got it. He's got it.
Garou, let's go.
Those are Italian chopsticks.
There you go.
Oh, there it goes. Wow. Good, right?
Wow. That's beer butter. You are mastering that. You got the up
There it
going
is.
on?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Go. Oh, the cheese looks so good.
That's good, man. I like everything. 2 plates, that's fine.
Good.
5 on taste.
Always getting the 5s on the taste.
5 on originality, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Absolutely.
And 5 on presentation because
Yes.
I made the meatball. That's the only reason.
My plan worked.
So what is the overall rating?
It's a perfect score. It's a 5.
Wonderful, yay! Congratulations.
Your first 5, that's because I know your plan. I see your side. I see what you're doing.
Exactly. It works
But no,
though, right?
no next time. I'm not gonna help you anymore. Anyways, so
Absolutely
the rate.
wonderful.
Yeah, it was 5. All 5.
Bye.
All right, Johnny, thank you for coming.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes,
All right,
thank you
so-
so much.
So close the show.
Alrighty,
See you
thank
guys
you
next
everybody
Tuesday.
for tuning in. I hope you really like the meatball subs and the onion rings. If you give it a try, definitely let us know. We film everything and we post it, so if you can't catch us live, make sure you watch it again. We post the recipes too, so thank you so much again. We appreciate all of our viewers. And you can catch us at On Time Cooking, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, our webpage. So definitely make sure to give us a thumbs up if you like watching us every Tuesday night. Until next week.
Bye.